Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel, Intuitive Tarot Empath. This is your general reading for June 2019. I'm Robin, by the way. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, you can check out the videos for your sun, moon, and or rising signs to get all of the information surrounding, about the energy surrounding you throughout all of June, but also could extend from the end of May to the beginning of July. So, with that said, I'm going to shuffle the cards with your energy in mind. Please feel free to fast forward if you don't wish to watch me do this, and we'll get started. So, what is the energy? Oh, already. Okay. What is the energy surrounding Pisces for June 2019? So, Pisces, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you that are subscribed, thank you so much. I'm going to be trying a new layout. Instead of doing the Celtic Cross, I'm going to do 4 cards, one for each week of the month. I found that you get just as much information with the 4-card spread as you do with the Celtic Cross. So, we have an itch. Woo! Okay. Hold on. Oh my goodness. All right, so I think we have like 3 more shuffles. So Pisces, June 2019. Pisces, June 2019. What are the energies surrounding Pisces for June 2019? All right, 1 more shuffle, and then we're going to cut the cards. We'll pick 4, and we'll talk about what energy surrounds you. Okay, so let's do this. All right, that middle one has some things to say. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Emperor in reverse. And we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So, Pisces, as we're coming into June, you guys are waiting for something. There's some enlightenment on your part, but maybe you put a resume out there, you sent a text to a person you were interested in, overall, just the sentiment that there's something that you're waiting for, you're wanting to hear back from something, getting into the weeks and the things and the energies and the whatnots. All right, so coming into the beginning of June, we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is like the, hold on. Nope, there's my cat. The High Priestess is like psychic energy. It's interesting that this is a 2, and the 2 looks like the Gemini symbol. So this is as we're, in the midst of Gemini season. This is kind of the energy that's pervasive to you. So Pisces are really tapping into their intuition. They're also feeling like they're on top of their game. There seems to be nothing that can be kept secret from Pisces during this period of time. It's like all of a sudden the information that you've been waiting for, maybe May has been a waiting game. It's almost like all of the information that you've been waiting for finally unfolds in the first week of June. So, and if there's anyone who's keeping secrets, it's you, but they keep you, it's almost like you're in your power. You're on top of your game, and so you're kind of able to use your intuition to put you in like really good places when it comes to being ahead of the game. So June, the first week of June, Pisces, you're ahead of the game. You're in your power. It's a fantastic time. You're the one, if anyone, who's holding your cards close to your chest. Because maybe you don't want to reveal just how excited you are about the opportunities that are coming your way, that you're finally seeing all the fruits of your labor come to fruition. The second week of June, I feel like you are a hesitant fool. So in the second week of June, I feel like you're embarking on a new journey, and this is what you've been waiting for, but you're embarking on a new journey, but you're doing so cautiously. So we're talking brand new journey. This card is a 0. It's even before the Magician, which is a 1. So the Fool is saying cautious optimism as you move forward in a brand new venture that maybe hasn't even started yet, or, you know, is right about to start. So it's like putting you just in a mentality of being super excited of what's to come, but also, you know, you're looking to the future. Usually the Fool implies some sort of like just kind of falling off the cliff and trusting that whatever's at the bottom isn't going to kill you. But I feel like there's just a lot of good surrounding this. I feel like you know what you're getting into. You've thought about it long and hard. You're really, you know, Pisces, you guys are just in a real good place. There's a lot of happiness surrounding this card, a lot of optimism. You guys are ready for what's next. The 3rd week of June, we have the Emperor in reverse. So maybe some of you are dealing with, like, first of all, June is a major changes for you when it comes to, I want to say the way that you deal with other people this month, because you are high priestessing hard, and maybe the Emperor comes in reverse and is like in the 3rd week of June and is a little bit tyrannical. This could be an overbearing boss. This could be, this could also be a change in positions for you at work where you have more power than you had before, or it's like a promotion of some sort. This could be in a relationship. You're dealing with someone who doesn't know how to handle the fact that you're changing, and so you're kind of like up against this fiery Aries energy. But there's a feeling of also coming home. So the 4 here in astrology, because the Emperor is 4, so we're talking here about home, we're talking about foundation. So I think that the energy that you have as that high priestess, empowered, embodied energy is just the right kind of energy to deal with the Emperor. So whoever this person is in your life who's coming at you slinging fire and acting all tyrannical and maybe, you know, being a bit of a douche, so to speak, your high priestess energy is like, fuck off, dude. Like, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with this. There's no reason to act crazy. You know, and if it's you having gotten a promotion, you know, it's finding your sea legs in a new position. But there's a homey feeling about it. None of it's bad. None of it's bad at all. In fact, I feel like the high priestess, Fool in reverse energy really counteracts that Emperor in reverse, whoever that is. And it could also be an Aries who's coming at you like that. Somebody who you're kind of like ethereal, floating through this with happiness energy, like really pisses off for some reason. But like what I love about Pisces is that you guys are like, whatever. Like, you guys are sensitive and intuitive and wonderful, but also like really good at not letting people step all over you. Like, you know your boundaries. And I feel like there are some serious boundaries with this Emperor, whoever this Emperor is. What's great is that, you know, you're dealing with that the 3rd week of June. But then the 4th week of June, we have here the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands, we're talking about you're not guarded. Like, June for you is a month of openness and happiness and newness and opportunity and getting back what you've put into the universe and, like, you know, finally getting the answers that you've been waiting for, but also like stepping into your power. There's a lot of happiness and optimism surrounding all of the energy. So here yeah, it's the 9. So 9 is an end to something. So I feel like perhaps There was a place or a person that you felt as though you had to be on guard with, that you had to be very, very distinct about what your boundaries were with that person or that place or that situation. There's a lot of feeling as though you had to be on guard. And so this is the end of that feeling. It's saying that, like, while you may still have boundaries when it comes to certain situations, it's saying that you're no longer feeling as though you have to put walls up in order to protect yourself. There's a bit of paranoia in the person's face in this card, if you notice. This idea that I worked so hard to put these wands up and nobody's going to get at them. And I feel like you're starting to let that down. You're starting to, trust the people around you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of fiery energy. So like that Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. So I feel like the mixture of things that I'm getting from here is that, like, Pisces, by the end of June and like throughout June, and I feel like going into July even, we're talking about go-getter energy. So I feel like you've been infused with like, let's do this. Like, I'm ready. This new opportunity has made it so that I'm inspired to get going. So maybe, you tap into some Sagittarian, like, adventurous energy where you're doing a lot of research and you're looking at big ideas and the bigger picture of a situation. Maybe you're inhabiting some of that Aries Emperor energy where you're making things happen. You're moving forward. It's not just about sitting in what you know or, stagnating. It's really like, okay, let's move forward with what I know now. Making moves. It's all about that Mars making moves energy. And maybe even exhibiting some of that Leo energy. So this feeling of, this is my time. The sun is what rules Leo. So there's a lot of, emphasis on how you personally are moving forward and how you personally are going to affect change in a place or within a situation. So there's there's just a lot of like good light energy surrounding you, and it's pushing you forward. So let's see. I think that we should do some clarification cards for the Emperor in reverse. Whoa, and 3 came out at once. There they are. All right. So I think that you guys need to be careful of whoever this Emperor is. I feel like there is going to, but also you need to be careful of who this Emperor energy is in your life, whether it's, a partner, a friend, a person you're working with, a boss. It's not bad. You can absolutely deal with them because there are more cards suggesting you deal with this person and it doesn't bother you. But this person, for whatever reason, is jealous of you. So be careful. So we have here the Park card. So the Park is all about who you put yourself in the way of. It's about social interactions. It's about being around people. So this is a 2, or 20, so 2 plus 0 is 2. But I'm thinking like perhaps the 3rd week of June is kind of like a party time for you guys, which puts you in the way of a bunch of different types of people. And perhaps, you strike up a conversation with this particular person. And it seems all well and good until here we have the owls. So the owls are like the gossips. So what's interesting is that we start out with a 2, right? So we have the 20, 2 plus 0 is 2. So here we have 12, so 1 and 2 is 3. So now it's almost like you're at this place meeting this person, whatever that place is, whoever this person is. You strike up a conversation, it seems all well and good, and then all of a sudden they're going back to their friend and they're gossip, 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 gossip. It's almost like that person getting the intel and then going back and, explaining to all the people what's going on. So I think be careful of this person, because they are, if you notice, this is a 21, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is a person who is out to create struggles for you, out of jealousy. So be careful of that. And I think that you're going to be really good at keeping that in mind, especially because you're coming into this month with that high priestess energy. And I feel like the energy builds in layers. So if you're starting off being able to tap into your intuition really strongly, and like I said before at the very beginning, nobody can keep a secret from the high priestess, because she knows all the secrets. So this emperor might try to get the best of you, but you already know what they're up to. And so you know, we talked about the 9 of Wands and this idea of letting your guard down. And it's not necessarily that you're letting your guard down with the emperor. It's that, you know, in keeping with the idea of the Fool, it's the cautious optimism. It's the, you know, I'm going to jump into this, but I'm jumping in with my eyes open and I know exactly what I'm getting into. It's I'm keeping up my boundaries, but I'm not doing it in a way that changes the positive feelings I'm having about this new situation. So it's like no matter what jealousy the emperor erects and no matter how challenging they try to make your life in this new situation, you'll notice in the back of the mountain there's a sunrise. There's all of this light happening. I feel like you always have your eye on the light. And so it doesn't matter what the emperor does or says because you're not seeing it from the same perspective as they are. You're coming at it with positivity, and that's what you need to keep, is that positivity, and that's what you will keep. So it's like that emperor really needs to sorry Pisces, but that emperor really needs to shut the fuck up. So don't pay no mind to that person, and you won't. June is going to be a very, very good month for you guys. Big changes for you guys. All right, so we're going to do one more card. It's the card of advice. We just need one. So how are you going to deal with the energies of this month, or what's the advice that we can give to Pisces as we move through June? This June 1st. All right, Pisces. All right, we got 3 more shuffles in here. Whoa, there it is. Ooh, there it is. All right, let's see. So we have lean on God and the angels for support. So I'm using the Archangel Michael cards by Doreen Virtue. So if you are a meditator, or if you like a mantra, or you know, if you're somebody who reaches out to the universe in some way, here is a prayer that you can use. So, dear God and angels, I give you this, briefly describe the situation. Now and completely, I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. All right, so that's that. So let's look in the book to see what this card means. So, lean on God and angels. Okay. Let's see, 54. 54. Okay, so you're a strong and independent person, yet there are times when everyone needs support, and for you that time is now. This card guides you to give the situation completely to God and the angels. If you try to single-handedly resolve it, you'll burden yourself with unnecessary worry, which also blocks you from experiencing the solution at hand. When you allow others to help and support you, you empower yourself. Possible specific meanings. Hire some help. Let others assist you when they offer. Ask your friends and family for support. See a counselor so you can talk freely about and sort through your feelings. What I take this to mean in relation to what's going on here is that a lot of big changes are coming your way throughout, especially the first 3 weeks of June. And I feel like in the moments when you're dealing with that emperor situation, obviously it's going to take you to a place where you might question, was this a good idea? Did I do the right thing? And in those moments when you're feeling that, lean on the people you trust to help support you, you know, through whatever that emperor energy is going to throw your way. So I think that that's pretty much, you know, what the interpretation of that card to the reading overall is. You know, I'm sorry if this seems like kind of a heavy on the work reading stuff. Like when I was looking at these cards, that kind of what it looked mostly to me. Obviously, you know, you can see this as a person coming into their power. This is about, you know, maybe meeting somebody. I don't know, that Emperor energy can also be somebody who you meet with the intention of forming a relationship, and perhaps, you know, they come off one way when you first meet them, and then they end up being, what's the word? Like, really, Robin? They start being dishonest with you. So I feel like with that Emperor, I wouldn't be surprised if you're not the only person that energy is, you know, in talks with for a relationship. There's a lot of threes that came up. You know, there's the social engagements part card. So, you know, just understand that this Emperor energy is surrounded by a lot of different people, and they don't have the best of intentions. However, that doesn't mean that you have to keep your guard up when it comes to all of the other good stuff and people who are surrounding you. So, with that said, Pisces, I think that June is going to be an incredible, life-changing month for you guys. As it shakes out, please keep me informed of how it all turns out for you. You can do that by leaving a comment in the comment section below, or you can email me at intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. If you liked this reading as much as I loved doing this reading for you, please check out my website, www.intuitivetarotempath.com. I would love to do a reading for you. And have an incredible month. I can't wait to hear how it shakes out, and I will see you guys in July. Bye.